in right now.
You like to run that right up to the
I forgot there was no transition on that
talking
one.
about
No transition.
talking
Welcome
about
to
something
No
completely
Transition Down to
unrelated.
Hell. We're live. Hello, everybody. I hope you all gave thanks in a blissfully wonderful way, whatever it is you do, or indeed people who may be listening to us outside these United States of America who don't do Thanksgiving and don't much care. Was your Thanksgiving good, David?
I slept through the entire thing and woke up at 8 p.m.
Sounds good to me.
And then I had a slice of pizza and some cheesy bread.
That sounds reasonable.
We had a duck.
We did.
Oh.
Well, there's not many of us, and a turkey is a bit kind of crazy.
Turkey's boring.
Turkey's a whole thing.
I like turkey, but with two people, big turkey, we'd still be eating the damn thing.
Yeah.
But duck was good. That's it, really.
The skin and the dark meat.
We don't do a whole bunch. So it's just me and her, and him with the spiders in his head today. So please dive in with your questions. We don't do Thanksgiving in Australia. Lena Lovecraft listening. What time is it in Australia, Lena?
Isn't it like
the
tomorrow?
Like,
they're in the future. If I'd have guessed, I think it's 10 a.m.
I know, because it'll be there or thereabouts, because I know the Ashes is about to start. That's cricket, by the way, which I will be watching, and I think that starts about 6 in the evening, something like that.
12:11.
Jesus.
Wow.
Sam Dean, are you also in Australia? Wow, it's 12:12 p.m. here.
We got Windsor, Ontario.
But is it 12:12 p.m. this morning? Are you in the early minutes of Thursday, December the 2nd? Unlike the UK, where it is.
I'm so confused right now.
It's 1:12 a.m. on Friday, December the 3rd.
12:12 here. It's 1:12 here. Oh, UK,
12.
it's 1:12 a.m., right?
It's 1 a.m. in the UK, yes. Yeah.
The whole 2-hour to 3-hour difference from like Arizona to California for daylight savings is weird.
Wisconsin, very boring.
Well, and it gets complicated because Arizona, at least, and some other states don't do daylight savings, so they don't move their clocks. So
see, now, did you just have your reading glasses on?
Yes.
Okay, so that's reasonable for me to be putting reading glasses on. I'm learning all about reading glasses. I've moved into this phase of my life. It's the reading glass phase of life.
She's done that thing.
I'm learning. Well, I thought, when I was painting, I thought, I wonder what that would look like if I put my reading glasses on, and I did, and it looks good. And I'm thinking, where is the line where it's no longer a reading glasses need, and it's just a higher prescription for your eyes need and regular glasses or contacts? But I just had my eyes checked. So
well, if you're what I would call short-sighted, whatever it is you call it in America, nearsighted, I think.
We just make shit up.
If your distance vision with your lenses in is not great,
yes. No.
Then you probably need a new prescription.
No. With my lenses in is fine. I could see far, but I'm wondering at what point.
When it feels comfortable for you.
Well, like, should you have to put reading glasses on to read that?
To read them.
So that's reasonable.
To read the messages going through.
I'm learning.
Talking. I'm nearsighted.
I'm learning about middle-agedness.
Welcome to it, baby.
See, now I could see the chat.
There you
sort of, can I?
I had no idea you even wore glasses.
Yes, I have contacts in.
Yes, but the reading glasses are
this is new, because I would have my phone and I'm going like this, and I'm thinking, oh shit.
So
this is where I am in life.
Innovation.
And my cardigan, and my reading glasses.
Oh.
And my Neil Diamond shirt.
Neil Diamond and reading glasses.
It's my middle-aged outfit.
Whenever I hear cardigan, I just think of Dumb and Dumber. Pull over.
I thought you were putting Beavis and Butthead show.
I was going to,
Yeah,
but
right.
I decided to stay with my Neil Diamond shirt
Why not? Why not?
and a cardigan.
And
Cardigans are comfy.
You guys are literal therapy when I can't sleep. Thanks for existing. I don't think you should count on us for therapy.
Josh Balls is in
Is he
the chat.
pushing 100? You're
It start falling off from here on in. Speaking of which, if you find me moving in odd ways or wincing suddenly, it's because I managed to throw my back out this week, moving something heavy around the house.
that I said you should not be lifting up. Thank you.
Yeah, I've lifted them before. Well, I didn't move them last year, but that was because of being concerned that I would rip my stitches open if I did. With air conditioning units, they're very heavy. I moved the first one, fine. Halfway through moving the second one, I thought it'd be a good idea if I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
So I've been hobbling around like a
Like
strange old misshapen thing,
bent over like Groucho.
like a Terry Gilliam animation, old lady thing. It's getting better, but yeah, no, I've had periodic back issues since I was in my 20s. It's very peculiar.
Sciatica. Is that what is sciatica? Is that
No,
where you get
sciatica,
pinched?
that's your sciatic nerve.
That's when you're pinched. when you
Yes,
get the pinch.
they always used, the doctors always used to ask me whether the pain was running down my buttocks and down into my thigh. If that's the case, then it's your sciatic nerve.
Well, back stuff scares me because you hear about a person getting injured one time and then for the rest of their lives they have back issues.
Well, I went to a chiropractor once, and I mean, I was walking like a very exaggerated Groucho when I went in. I was kind of at 90 degrees bent, and I sort of apologized. It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, I look.
I'm talking to him while staring at the floor, and he said, "Don't worry, I've had people carried in here flat, and all they did was, reach across the table, to pick up a cup of tea, and suddenly realized they couldn't get back again, or they sneezed, and that was it, gone." But he introduced me to the idea, because I remember while he was working on my back and I was lying on the table with my head to one side, he had a book which I asked him about, that they were exploring using LSD to cure back pain.
Now we're talking.
I do not want to see you be on LSD. if you had bad back pains and you were suggesting that. Why?
What if he saw heaven instead of hell?
He can't handle weed. He smokes weed and goes completely nuts. I can't imagine what LSD would do.
It's not. No, it's not good.
It's not good at all.
It's not a high.
There was a good question that came up.
Should I tell them the cookie story?
The cookie one? Oh, if you like.
Oh.
I will correct you though, because you.
We were at a convention, and there's a lovely lady who comes to quite a lot of the conventions, and she brings edibles with her, and Steph's a regular customer.
God, way.
God, what?
No, I don't. I know. I'm just kidding.
I
don't. I'm more concerned with tattling on people who come to places and give out things. That's all.
Right.
I'm trying to be protective.
She was not one of those people.
No. Talking code.
She knew my condition in relation to marijuana. So she said to Steph, "Here, I've made a couple of clean cookies for Doug." So we put those to one side, and it's probably Saturday evening.
I have to correct you. It's incorrect. She didn't make you clean cookies. She didn't specifically make you clean cookies. She also had a selection of clean cookies. Yes. So
so they were put on one side, and I guess it would be Saturday night after we'd done the day at the convention. I'm on the lying on the bed watching TV, and decided I'd like to have a cup of coffee. And then I thought, oh, I know, I'll have one of my cookies. So I did I eat both of them? I think I may have done.
You sure did.
I drank my coffee and ate the cookies, and then went for a pee, and I washed my hands, and I washed my face, and I put my face into the towel to dry my face, and was suddenly very convinced that my face was falling through the towel. And I emerged from the bathroom and said to Steph, do you think it's possible that one of the cookies I've just eaten wasn't actually a clean cookie? To which Steph said, oh, fuck. Because it's a long deal. It goes on for a long time, doesn't it?
Yes.
And
Yes.
Steph has to babysit me through it. As long as I can see her wonderful face and make eye contact with her eyes, I'm all right. All Steph wants me to do is go to sleep.
Just lay down, go
But
sleep.
I'm absolutely
okay.
absolutely convinced, with no question whatsoever, that that if I fell asleep, I would literally not have a mind when I woke up. So I wasn't doing that.
Not a good time, folks.
I was flying around to all kinds of places. Occasionally I'd come back into a hotel room and know where I was, but it didn't last very long. Not good. So
no, not good at all. Yeah,
I
I'm
support
interested in the microdosing thing as well. Lana Lovecraft said, so interesting learning about microdosing with MDMA, ketamine, psilocybin, and psychology and therapy.
I think I would.
Very curious.
I would try with someone who knew what they were doing in a controlled
But you're not
situation.
a depressed person.
With a psilocybin. No, but it changes an awful lot.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Not being a depressed person.
Yeah.
Oh, I can be.
It's very rare. I think some people are just born.
Right.
Obviously. Biological.
Yeah, but even so.
Nature nurture thing. You have your moments. Yeah, you do.
I should buy you a controlled.
I mean,
I should buy you a controlled session.
I'm afraid.
No, but if you were with someone.
No, I don't know. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Another depressed person.
There's a lot of that going around these days, huh?
Had a very depressing conversation. How are you
that's
doing?
The thing. Generally, very depressed people have very
not well, really,
or very
How
hilarious.
Worse than you are. Oh, I don't think so.
Depressed people are hilarious.
They are.
It's because we're always distracting from our own heads.
I joke about my death frequently.
Deeply miserable.
I know.
There you go.
But what would happen? What would happen? Do I necessarily want to lose? We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Would I suddenly start wearing, like khakis and floral prints and painting fruit baskets?
No.
I would be terrible. Or would it? Because I wouldn't know any better, right?
Shit. You just changed your entire wardrobe.
All the time. Look at the color of these curtains. I mean, because that's what regular people.
So much black in this house.
Our house doesn't look like that. I love lots of color. I just don't wear it. Digging myself in much deeper here. Anyway,
I think I would enjoying this Barbara Streisand album.
She's all right.
Nothing wrong with that, Bob.
I love Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
So that's considered like mom music, happy music,
Is it?
I don't know.
Forever in mom jeans.
That's it. I'll start wearing the mom jeans. I'll have the white Keds. I'll do the
pedal pushers.
Yeah, khakis.
Yeah.
Khaki capris.
Yes, you'll start going to lunch with your friends.
Yes, wine. I'll start drinking wine.
You gotta do brunch.
Brunch and margaritas. I'll be drinking margaritas with my girlfriends. at Chili's on the weekdays.
But what you have to do is like you have to make a Facebook group and you have to be an admin of it. That's like the ultimate power move.
Really? Like a Facebook Karen? No.
Oh,
offense to
absolutely.
Karen,
Where you have like 10 sets of rules and you have like a full questionnaire to get into a group about like, I don't know, peaches or something.
Craziness.
I know what you're talking about, and I discovered that for the first time not too long ago. Like to because I have a fake Facebook account to like read local news and stuff, and comment on like neighborhood things without outing myself. I don't do it a lot, you know that. But to join, you have to like answer shit. Like, who told you about this group? That's weird.
I hate
Jesus
that.
Christ, just a fucking Facebook page. Calm down.
It's
No?
so extensive. Like, I saw a group before that was there was like all these rules you had to agree to. Like, you weren't allowed to unfriend or ban any admin. You had to abide. If you like broke any rules, you would get a warning and then a timeout. Then you would be kicked without explanation. And I'm like, when did these people get so power hungry that
dude,
they're just like running a
it's like my
free
new
group on
YouTube
Facebook?
hobby. It's YouTube land that I've been immersed in. I'm not talking. No. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying this whole fucking weird community that exists in YouTube. It's the same thing. All the talk of mods
Drama
and
things.
yeah, don't give away my secrets. But you know,
knitting. Do you know?
apparently
there are
there's
major knitting
I think
rows going on
we
YouTube.
talked about this with Justin
Oh,
and Aaron last
did we?
week. Yeah,
Right,
there's like
yes,
the knitting
2 weeks
community
ago.
on YouTube is like
Yes.
apparently really
Ruthless.
Ferocious.
really brutal. I kind of want to dip my toe into that, but I'm afraid I'll get sucked in.
Oh, we did talk about yes.
So listen, there's a
Question for Doug. What's the
yeah
weirdest word for you
fun
to announce as a British in America?
pronounce.
I struggle to pronounce. What should I say?
You said I thought you said
Pronounce.
announce.
No,
Oh,
pronounce.
no.
Things with my American friends. It'd be interesting. What it would be for you?
I know right away what you're going to say.
Yes. It's a restaurant thing mainly. It's a glass of water.
Looks like a cup to me.
What? How's that a cup?
I don't know.
Cup has a goddamn handle on it. The problem is Americans have specific words for everything, none of which are correct.
I'm so sorry.
Use the wrong word for all kinds of things. But water is a problem because I've run into this a lot. And I'm too self-conscious to allow myself to ask for a glass of water. So I ask for a glass of water and they sort of say,
excuse me?
Excuse me? What? A fucking glass of water! Oh, water! An ice water. And Americans need to put less ice in their ice water. It's like 90% ice and with a little bit of water dribbled over it most of the time.
Oh.
So that would be one. But you run into these problems all the time. When we moved into our house, we were doing what I would know as decorating. In the UK, I don't know about Australia, but in the UK, if you're painting your house, painting walls and ceilings and so forth, you are decorating. So, people would say, so what have you been doing? I said, well, last couple of months we've been decorating. Steph said to me, you can't say that. So, and I said, what do you mean? Decorating
is like throw pillows and
yes.
Live, laugh, love.
What the hell is
plaques.
a throw pillow?
Yeah. Live, laugh, love.
What's a throw pillow? A pillow is a thing you sleep on at night, and a cushion is a thing that you put on a sofa. So I was apparently spending months perfecting, my flower arrangements and cushions on the sofa. If I told people I
tell people you're decorating.
I have to be renovating.
It's renovating.
Home improvements.
It's like a
refurbishment.
But here's the thing: they take a normal word and then they divide it into a whole different subcategory, and then suddenly, like you say, like, "Oh, I'm decorating." They're like, "No, you're not decorating. You're doing meh 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 meh."
Oh,
That's all the internet is. Everybody just wants to hear each other fight.
I was in the dentist chair. Was that like 2 weeks ago?
Some
They always
H2O,
have the
80% liquid, 20% frozen.
that's how you could say it.
That's
So
cool.
when I was in the dentist chair like a week and a half ago,
Nice.
they had that
try
HGTV channel on, where these people buy these houses for like $1 million budget or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and but what do they do? What do they do to have the $1 million budget? You know, she's a
Make a lot of
school
money.
no, but they don't.
Oh.
They don't. It's bizarre.
No.
It's so strange.
Does the show give them the budget? I don't know. How does that work?
Steph, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's
Sure,
like
you haven't been doing it, MDMA already. I can't. Why
why?
are you watching HGTV?
I was in the dentist chair and they had it on. That's what I'm saying.
it's House Hunters, like Gold Coast.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the
Right.
wife is a stay-at-home mom. The
Yeah.
husband's a professional dinosaur hunter, and their budget's 5.7 million.
Yes.
Like what?
Let's buy
Yeah, a lot of money to be made out
Yes.
of them. Their dinosaur
Let's-
bones.
let's
Don't knock
buy
it.
this
You
small
dig
house
yourself
for
up
$1
with
million and
Tyrannosaurus
then
Rex, you're in
proceed
business.
to knock it down and rebuild it again.
Antarctica? Ooh, a pronunciation. Let's get
Oh.
into that battle.
But anyway, my
Antarctica.
point, my whole point
Well,
was
Americans mispronounce everything.
you kept throwing me to the side.
Sorry.
My main point is he's saying they would break everything down into subcategories with renovation and decorating and all that stuff. They were
Right.
using all of this terminology
Right.
in it, and
Right.
I picked up on that. Like it's you know I can't think of any of them at the moment, of course, but it's true. It's odd. There's a whole language to it, and it's not a good thing to have on the television when you're getting your teeth worked on. So it's sort of bad. And
So,
and
because
the other
people are
weird,
getting drills and going.
yeah, and knocking things down. And but the most
Pulling
unnerving
nails
thing
out.
was these guys are like twins or like identical twins.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're real
yes.
fucking creepy looking.
Yes,
Yeah.
Are they the gay ones? Not that matters,
Yeah.
but are they like?
Are they
'Cause
both
it-
gay? Do you have to be if you're an identical twin?
No, I just know there's like two gay twins that have a new show on HGTV, and it's
I think it
about
is. Yes.
yeah, it's like the renovation piece.
It's a very odd thing. It's a very
is.
odd
It
thing.
is.
But
The
there was
whole
all this
thing's
terminology they
a
were
weird
using,
thing.
which all suddenly went out of my head.
Halapalooza lived in Scotland for a bit. Oh, the crisps, chips thing. Yes. So, whereabouts
get
in
some hot
Scotland did you
chips.
live, Halapalooza?
Hot chips.
I am half Scottish myself. Wonderful country. Yeah, chips and crisps is an annoying thing.
Just ask our CFO Chad. He's got a great analogy for that.
And we're talking about cold chips here.
Yeah.
Hot chips. Yeah. So crisps are potato crisps. in
Potato
the UK.
chips. Potato chips.
Chips.
Yes.
And fries are chips
Yes. It's a problem.
at the chip shop,
Yes.
and they're better than American
I do
fries
think you should
too.
start ordering your water that way though.
H2O, 80% liquid, 20% frozen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's worth it. I have trouble as well. It's things like asking for half a dozen of something when what they want to hear is a half dozen or a half dozen.
Yeah. Half a pound.
A half
Have a half a pound
a
of
half
chipped
a
ham,
pound.
please.
You want that chip chop
Chip chop or what?
Chipped ham. What the fuck? Chipped ham?
We've discussed chipped ham on the show before.
We have. So it's the devil is in the detail all the time. The little things. I ask for 6 of things now
Yes.
to avoid
To dumb yourself
Getting
down
round-
for us here.
around the half dozen thing because I feel self-conscious pretending to be an American.
Lana Lovecraft's my new best friend, by the way.
Okay.
Because she
A bag of
something about
chips.
forensics. She
Lana
worked in
Lovecraft,
forensic
absolutely.
psychology,
Oh, cool.
and I can't
Very
find it.
nice.
Tell me what you did again, Lana Lovecraft. now, am I seeing better with these or not?
I've
I
heard
can't
frightening
tell.
things about British food. Oh fuck, we're going to get onto spotted
Total
dick
myth.
again, aren't we? It is a myth. British food is very
British food
good.
is delicious.
And don't get, or I'll get started on American food, none of which is American.
It's all the same. I don't know how anybody that comes from America
Orson Welles is on my shirt.
can
by the way.
criticize other countries' food. Here's an American menu: hamburgers, chicken wings, roll-ups, French fries,
Philly
jalapeno
cheesesteak.
poppers.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, mozzarella sticks.
Chicken tendies.
Chicken tendies.
Broccoli and cheese soup.
Nothing wrong with
I'm a
that.
big fan of lobster bisque.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
same
yes. And clam chowder, right?
Do you have a Zoop near you?
What?
Zoop, Z-O-U-P.
here. Nope.
Actually, the closest one to you is probably like 50 minutes away, but it's a little overpriced.
That's
But
too far for soup.
they've got some. They've
Like
got
a-
some soup.
It's too far for soup.
They got some
They've got some soup.
some serious soup.
I
And
like,
I'm talking soup. You got your soup and you got your soup. What's special about Zoop soup?
Well, it's like one of those. It's just like you go there and it's strictly like soup and sandwiches, so it's kind of hard to mess up. And they like
I've-
different locations have
very-
like a different like soup of the day. So if you have 3 locations by each other, you might only be able to get one of those special ones at that location. But
You
they
know,
do
this
have a good
sounds
lobster
an
bisque.
awful lot like an episode of Seinfeld.
I don't get it.
Do you know? You don't know
The
the Soup Nazi,
Soup Nazi?
episode?
No.
No,
He just
you have
died,
to watch
didn't
it. Soup Nazi, did
Yeah.
he? Maybe,
Yes.
possibly, yeah. Oh, who's in forensic? See, she's in forensic psychology. My new BFF.
Cool.
Been hooked on Generation Y
Oh,
since the last
consulted on
stream.
the West Memphis 3 case.
Oh,
Who do you think did it, Lena?
you can't ask her that.
Oh,
No,
Why?
you can't.
Why?
She will anger people no matter what.
Oh,
He died. Yeah, I think he did.
I'm
I think he
pretty
did die.
certain that he did. Somebody.
No,
told us that.
well, I mean, it depends on her opinion of. Oh God, it's a long one.
It is. Sorry, we're reading a long message.
No, I was. Where was I at? West Memphis 3. Yeah, I mean, if you feel comfortable saying how you feel on it, that's cool. But if not, because if you have an opposing opinion on that case, you can actually, the case is closed. It
Look
was
at
the
that.
stepfather. Okay.
Signed picture of Pinhead. This person's writing.
I can't read.
Divine ass
here.
blood, and it's asterisked out. Can you believe that?
Oh, is that because Pinhead? The word Pinhead?
Yep. With
Silly.
greetings, one
But
more-
you can
oh,
say pincock in the
I
chat.
thought that was going to start badly. Oh, I thought that was going to be a bad thing. Divine ass blood. Divine ass blood.
No.
Please don't explain that to us. Living in Norway. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm glad it reached you, and it was good. That's cool. I get quite a lot of orders at the store from Scandinavia.
Yeah.
It's interesting how Europe breaks down a lot from the UK. England and Scotland, almost never Wales, and a fair scattering of Ireland, both the Republic and the North. And Europe is odd too, because it's mostly Germany and Holland. Occasionally, but hardly ever, France, Italy, or Spain. Sometimes Greece, quite a lot from Australia, but almost never New Zealand.
I'm convinced New Zealand doesn't actually exist.
I don't know
Oh.
what I possibly have to say.
It's a
in
figment of
response to
Peter
that.
Jackson's imagination.
Just like birds.
A lot from Scandinavia. Speaking of Peter Jackson, we just watched Get Back.
We did.
I took out a whole subscription to the Disney Channel.
I would have just given you my login. I got to log in for everything.
Remember that next time. Well, I think we
Mm.
should keep it though for the Muppet Show alone, right?
I think sometimes they won't let you do that though, because they can see that I'm not in the
Yes.
same geographical location as you.
I'll say you're a distant something.
Just a distant
He's a
something.
distant something of mine.
Eh,
I still think they probably won't allow you to do
it's
that.
all right.
Josh has my Netflix account that he's been mooching off of for the last
Ah.
year.
Well, maybe Netflix just don't care.
What a business model.
I've also started spinning back through Narcos Mexico because season 3 of that just dropped. But I wanted to watch seasons 1 and 2 again before I move into the new one.
Did you watch either of you watch Ozark?
Didn't you watch that?
I'm a fan of Ozark, and I just excuse me.
Jeez.
Season 4 part 1 is dropping in
I think in like
Yeah.
5 or 6 weeks, like middle of January.
January. It's my sister's birthday, actually, January 21st.
Without spoiling it, did you have a crazy reaction to the season finale of the first season? Like when they were in that house?
Was that with the farmers?
Yeah.
There was a. It was a.
I remember that was when I was still living in Pittsburgh. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm like watching this. I'm like, oh man, here we go. 5 minutes left in the episode. We're done. Then that happened. And I sat there and stared at my TV for like 20 minutes after the episode was over. I couldn't believe that was a twist that you didn't see coming.
No.
Watch
No.
Ozark, people. Jason
Yeah.
Bateman.
It's very good. It's very good.
I don't watch
And
anything.
the wonderful Laura Linney, who's just fantastic, superb.
She's
Yeah.
got like Skylar qualities, a couple like from Breaking Bad. But I hated
The
Skylar.
wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She just
Yeah.
hated everything poor little Walter did.
I watched we watched that the whole thing.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I was very unimpressed.
Really?
I wasn't unimpressed, but I do
Yes,
think
you
it's.
were.
I do
I
think
thought it was full of holes, which it is.
it is. There are.
I just thought it was
yawning-
overinflated.
There are yawning plot holes in
It's
it,
just
and I do
overhyped.
think it's overrated.
I wish you would watch Dexter, Steph. We would have something to talk about.
I can't commit to shit.
I
The new season's unbelievable.
Really, I keep intending to start it, but I'd have to go right back to the beginning, and then I think, Jesus Christ, how many seasons?
Are there a lot of seasons?
12 episodes each season. I watched it in 2 weeks, but
I'm just not
again, I
into it.
wasn't doing anything with my life, so.
I'm
Right.
very I don't watch anything like
Are you more movies or?
I don't watch anything anymore. I really don't. I mean, I listen to stuff constantly.
It's a lot easier to listen because you can be
Yeah, 'cause
doing
I can
other
do
things. Yep.
Yeah. And I have to be really interested in something to watch it. I mean, there are things that I would like to watch that I go, that looks good, that looks good. But it's like I can't make the commitment to actually, sit down and begin, you know. But you watch a lot of stuff. Doug watches everything.
Well, not everything.
Well, not everything,
I
but
try to keep up. But there is an awful lot to be watched.
yeah. You
Um,
like a lot of stuff. You enjoy a lot of things.
I have Catholic tastes with a small c, and Catholics are tasty too.
Yes.
Eat the Catholics.
What's your opinion on Italian food?
Italian food, oh, best in the world.
American Italian or Italian
Yeah,
Italian?
there's the thing. Trust me, you go to Italy, you're not finding chicken parmesan and all the other Italian things that Americans mispronounce, like prosciutto.
I thought it was prosciutto.
Yeah.
Gabagool, gabagool.
Gabagool.
Yeah.
Gotta get the hand going.
I had to explain that to Doug what that meant.
Well, there's a whole compilation from The Sopranos,
didn't-
which is
see-
just characters
but
going,
the thing
"The
is,
gabagool, I got the gabagool. You got some gabagool? Have some gabagool, a gabagool."
but the thing is, you didn't even know what they were saying. I made a joke
No.
about gabagool one time, and he said, "What's that?" And I said, "You watched how many seasons of Sopranos, and
there's
you didn't know what that word
Manacot.
meant?"
There's always manacot.
Manacot.
Manacot in the fridge. Mozzarella. What is that?
That's
Mozzarella.
How,
Why does
Italian-
everything have to be mispronounced? It's
that's
mozzarella.
Italian American pronunciation. Come
What
on.
it's funny is like we try to pronounce
Italian
shit.
Americans
Middle
are so
class-
proud of being Italian. Why don't they speak like Italians and say
Well, they
mozzarella?
do when they're talking about lunch meat. That's when they do it.
But they don't say prosciutto. They say
No.
prosciutto.
Yeah, that's Italian American pronunciation. That's middle class Italian American pronunciation. That's how you
Middle
do it.
class fancy.
I love that page.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Italian food is
Real
wonderful.
Italian
I
food, yeah.
made myself my bolognese, which of course again doesn't really exist in Italian cookery. It would be a ragu sauce, which is
It's
just
a gravy. It's a Sunday
a
gravy.
meat sauce.
Ragu's got to be chunky.
I'd never heard of the idea of Sunday gravy, and you do some rather nice stuffed peppers, and I
I do.
kept
That's not really
kept
Italian.
the
That's
stuff
just, that's like
back and then reduced it, put some red wine in, reduced it down. It's
I
good
associate stuffed
over-
peppers with like, you know,
over pasta, which
It's
is
like-
pronounced pasta, by the way, and not
to my white
pasta.
trash roots, you know, stuffed peppers. Like
Mm.
pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket and stuffed
Pigs in a
peppers are
blanket,
like,
good.
you know,
Pigs in a blanket's good.
a staple meal and
But I love Italy. I love all
White trash
The
families.
country is wonderful. The art is wonderful. The women are beautiful.
The death stare from Doug or from Steph right now.
staring at all. Don't lie.
You were glancing at the microphone stand.
Oh, are you reading questions?
We have an awesome giveaway tonight.
We do, David.
What is it?
Shall I take us to the
Tell
screen?
you that
Oh, well, surprise.
you are offering for a
Tonight,
limited
we are offering
for a limited time only. A
Da-da-da-da.
Screamio, which is like
Oh.
a cameo. Basically a video
Wow.
reading like Cameo, but it is Horror Hub's version of that called Screamio. So we want to offer a Screamio
to the lovely person
to the
who offers the most subs.
most gifted subs. Yes,
Well, that's very nice.
isn't it?
Okay, well, that's what we're doing then.
Yes.
So
Sorry, Nathan and I discussed it, and I failed to mention it to you. Sorry
Yes.
about that.
well, you get 2 hours of me here if you ask the right questions for free.
Right.
Try to pronounce bruschetta. Isn't that how you say it?
I'm never quite sure with bruschetta whether it's bruschetta or bruschetta.
Any Italians in here for clarification?
I thought it was bruschetta. Or is it bruschetta? Whatever.
I should release a cookbook.
Little
while-
toasts with a little dip on the top.
Yes.
Bruschetta.
Well, not dip. No, not dip.
I know it's not dip.
Fucking Americans and
You
their
need to
dips.
calm down, sir.
You'd get
I love the passion.
you would cut a clove of garlic in half, get your bruschetta, and put olive oil on it.
Yeah,
You
bruschetta.
smear the garlic over it, and then squeeze out the juice of a tomato onto
No,
it.
you have to take
and
just the juice and leave the
sprinkle-
chunks behind.
Sprinkle some
That's how you eat bruschetta.
some parmesan, not parmesan,
No
which
chunks.
doesn't exist, but some parmesan.
The bread is bruschetta.
It is bruschetta. Yes,
How about
Yes.
that?
it's always very confusing.
How about that?
The hard C's and the soft C's.
Little toasts.
In
It actually means
Italian,
little
I think
toast.
little toast. Is that what it is?
Oh no,
There
does it
you
mean
go.
that?
I love
No.
toast.
I know someone says they refer
Bruschetta.
to them as little toasts. Yeah,
Yeah,
you get around the whole pronunciation thing. Just say little toasts.
little
That's
toasts.
all.
Hello, little toasts. How are you today?
But I've definitely been pronouncing it as bruschetta. So now I know. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so a screamio from Doug. Did you have a thing to put on the screen, David?
Yeah, it already flashed.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, wow.
We should
I'm
pay
quick.
attention.
It's a strong CH, bruschetta. Yeah. Okay.
I have just received an invitation to join Peaches Christ on the midnight the Midnight Mass podcast. Peaches was our guest.
That was such a great episode.
Yeah, that was good.
Fantastic.
Oh, your episode or Pinhead's
Oh,
episode
yes.
it just premiered on Shutter yesterday. Is it Behind the Monsters? I think it's
Something like
called.
that. I think it was a whole series, long
You're
series.
the last one. Save the best for last.
Of course.
Aw.
Damn straight.
I think they did like a Candyman,
They
possibly a Chucky.
did they do a Freddy with Robert?
Oh yeah,
I
they
think
did a Freddy.
They
Yeah.
did a Jason, probably interviewing
Oh, the Jasons.
multiple Jasons,
Yeah.
Jasones.
And they
They're
filmed.
gonna have a whole season for the Jasons.
Yeah, they filmed your interview in a cemetery
Yes.
because it was COVID.
Lockdown, yes. So we did it
They're like
outdoors.
you will not be in a house with anyone, a room with anybody.
Oh, the subs are coming through. Koala with 5. Lovecraft
Koala.
just gifted 1.
Cool.
Nice.
Look at us. We're close to a hype train. Choo choo.
I have to warn you. I have to warn you, Lena, and anyone else who's going up against him. Koala does not take prisoners.
No.
Koala's won 5 of the 6 last
Yeah,
giveaways.
it's crazy. You just start a box and just put all the koala stuff in.
You're
it.
just gonna have to like pre-label packages.
And Koala, this week we're sending you. Yeah.
Kevin, I like those emotes. The eyeballs that are moving.
That's
Yes.
what that is.
Oh,
That's fun. How do you do that?
We just got to make animated ones. We've got some cool ones. People are a fan.
Do you know I didn't realize that one was the nun for like a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we made the nameless nun a nice little emote.
ah,
So did I lose? Did somebody lost artwork? Is that what I'm gathering from this message?
and,
I didn't lose artwork. Did
something
somebody else lose
happened. Got
artwork?
lost in the post, I think, or
To
something.
lose?
Wait, was that all the way up? Was that
Yeah.
from earlier?
I'm trying to
I
figure out
thought they said something on.
That was Divine Ass Blood.
because I don't want to blow anyone off who.
8 years ago.
Well, I mean, eight
No,
years
so-
ago,
but
stuff.
I
Some
came to
art
the rescue.
My girlfriend bought, and art got lost. No, it's because they moved. You guys had moved, I believe, and the art got lost because of it. No, that doesn't sound right at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Send me a message and let me know what art that was in your order.
I'm doing an interview for Canadian television tomorrow as well. I don't know when that's going to be happening.
When's that going to be on?
I don't know.
Canadian?
Is that like a
Oh.
morning news sort of thing or what?
I think it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
'cause
weird when
that's
they
why
do
I
that.
said yes, because that's
Pinhead on the morning news.
in Nova Scotia or something.
That's pretty
So,
cool. Isn't that
Money.
where and I only know this because of my children watching Trailer Park Boys. Isn't that where Trailer Park Boys takes place in?
Is it?
Nova Scotia? Nova Scotia?
Hey, New Scotland.
Those Timmy Hortons.
Wake up with Pinhead. Tim Hortons is, where are they at? Are they in the South?
They're kind of scattered. I mean, it's more of a obviously it's like the Canadian version of crack, but I saw one. Where the fuck was I? I saw one the other day. I seriously don't remember where I was, but it was just
You're
like
Ohio, aren't you?
randomly there.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I was in Ohio.
I mean, I didn't think they were in Ohio. I didn't think they were up around here.
You'll find like 1 or 2 like for every 1,000 Starbucks.
Right. Ooh, poutine. Don't forget poutine. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
I only got
that's-
to have real Canadian poutine one time.
Yes.
Do you know what poutine is, David?
I do not.
It's well,
Hot chips.
if I'm not describing this, someone correct me please, but it's fries with like gravy and cheese curds and scallions, and I guess you can get different variations of it, but it's basically that, I think. So yeah.
I was a bit. Sorry, Canada.
There's some Tim's in Detroit.
Here's the thing I miss for people, anyone still with us in the UK. Chips, steak and kidney pie, mushy peas,
Oh God,
and curry sauce.
mushy peas. No.
Nectar of the gods.
Ordered some cans of mushy peas though.
I did. I ordered cans of mushy peas online. Probably something
Get mushy peas shipped
crazy
to him
like $10 a can or something.
to get them shipped.
But,
Can't you just buy regular peas and
well, it's
mush
'cause
them?
we ordered some meat pies as well because I was missing meat pies. And
What is a meat pie?
what is
Exactly
a meat pie?
what
It's
it
a pie
sounds
with
like.
meat in it. What do you
Yep.
think?
Is there a specific kind of meat, or
Think,
like,
Well, it
uh,
could be pork pies, beef
I don't want a
pie.
meat surprise.
Here, I'll put this in terms which you'll understand. If someone were describing it to me, I would get this. But it's like a pot pie. You know what pot pie is?
Nope.
Yes, you do. Come on.
I've never had one.
like it's just like Stouffer's and shit. The little in the freezer, it looked like little pies in a little tin, but it's like a crust. It's a pastry crust with like meat and vegetables and crap in it.
And crap.
No, that doesn't.
I ate off the kids menu until I was like 17.
Maybe it's just people of a certain age who know what pot pies are, like a Stouffer's pot.
I mean,
pie.
I've heard the name, but I
But-
couldn't tell you what it consisted of.
Right. But a meat pie is like that with a pastry crust and meat in it, meat and gravy, and they are freaking delicious.
A good one is
Yeah.
Delish.
very
No vegetables, just meat and gravy. So good.
I do
Depends
enjoy
on-
meat and gravy.
Depends on what you're getting. Sometimes they
Steak and
will, but-
kidney.
But for a lot of the steak and kidney pie, a good steak and kidney pie is
So
wonderful.
good. Yeah. People are talking about things I don't
Split
understand.
pea and ham soup. Yeah, that is good. It does take
I'm
a
all right with
long
that.
time to
But
do.
but serious question though, what's so different about regular peas that you would mush yourself and mushy peas? Are they like made differently or something?
They're marrow fat peas, aren't
I
they?
don't
I'm not-
know.
No, I'm just thinking
Oh.
aloud. I'm not absolutely sure.
Oh, you mean like marrow mixed in with them and
I'm
like
not sure. They
they're
call them
not simply
marrow fat
mushed
peas.
up peas?
Someone's going to know. out
See,
there.
chicken pot pies. Somebody
Chicken
knows.
pot pies are very
Yeah.
good. Hate when you order a kid's nugget meal and they say they can't because you aren't a kid.
I've
Yeah.
ordered off the kids menu. I've ordered off the old person's menu. Yep.
I saw a very interesting, I guess what they call them these days, they call them life hacks. So
I'm totally not.
if you,
Real obvious shit, you know.
so it involves Olive Garden, the most authentic Italian food you can ever eat. But instead of like, I'm sure you guys have been there. It's fucking expensive. Like
You know,
an
for what
an
they're
adult
offering,
entree is
yeah.
expensive. It's like $19 for chicken Alfredo.
Yeah,
Or-
it's for what they're offering. That's way too much.
So what you do is you
Very
order
pricey.
online and you do a pickup, but you order from the kids menu, and they think that you're getting it for like a kid. So if you can get 2 kids portions, which is
For
slightly
less than-
larger than
Yeah.
an adult portion, and they give you extra breadsticks.
There you go. Cool. I'll have to tell my my daughter that who likes their Alfredo. She gets Alfredo takeout.
You have to. I mean, Texas Roadhouse in your area, I assume.
Outback more than that. I think there may be a couple around, but we have we
Yeah.
have Outback.
They're-
That's the closest.
There's
Which I-
cinnamon butter rolls.
Ooh, that
Mhm.
sounds good.
I'll eat a pound.
I haven't had. When's the last time I had fast food? I'm like, I have a deficit now.
I had Wendy's last night.
I haven't had Wendy's in a while.
Had me a Dave's double.
I think I had a Burger King the other day.
I debated on it. I was close.
So what's on your Spotify Wrapped?
I use Apple Music.
Oh, look at you.
I'm one of them.
Sure.
You don't use Spotify at all?
Yeah.
No. Anti-Spotify.
Do you get free everything from Apple?
Yes.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go. Yeah, I was on Spotify for a long time before Apple came along.
What's everyone's number one
Um,
in their artist Wrapped? You're Wrapped. Go on. Don't
Uh,
lie.
Well, mine's kind of skewed because of the playlist game. Don't ask me to explain to everybody.
Corn.
I support that.
Looking at your top songs or your
Well, your
artist
top songs
review?
are just going to give you a playlist of your most played songs. I don't know if you repeat songs
what-
to the extent
Your
which I
artist
do.
revealed, is that what you're talking about for
Yeah,
Spotify
I
rap?
think so.
Um,
We got Emotionless and White. We have Metallica. We have a Rob Zombie.
The Beatles.
How about that? Oh, that makes
But
sense. Ghost.
A lot of Beatles, of course, always.
Yeah.
Greatest ever.
Yes. Mine would be Demon Hunter or Tool. I don't know Demon Hunter.
You'd be surprised saying
Paul Weller.
What's it called? Beatles is the greatest of all time. You would probably get a lot of hate from a lot of people.
Oh no, absolutely. People hate
course.
on them just to,
They just can't stand
can't.
it, and I'm like, what is wrong with everybody?
I cannot even entertain the conversation.
It's inescapable for me because
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Liverpool, and I was like, what, 7, turning 8 when Love Me Do hit the charts. So I was only just becoming aware that, this thing called pop music, as we knew it back in the day, existed. Just as, the Beatles and my city were about to become the epicenter. But I've never fallen out of love with them, and then I still play them now, and they still sound as fresh as ever to me.
I made a joke about the Beatles on Twitter the other day and got 100 angry people tagged. Yeah, that's dumb too. I mean, come on. Music is subjective, and if everybody liked the same shit, there would only be, a handful of bands. But people like to. It's the same kind of people that like to hate on the Grateful Dead too.
I have Springsteen.
Yeah.
Girl in Red. She's a new artist this year that I like. Julian Baker, who I've been listening to a lot. I like her very much as well. Core Blonde. He's a country artist. I'm a bit of a fan of his. Macy Gray shows up on my list. Lucy Dacus. She's kind of hey, bless you.
Thank you.
Julian Baker and Phoebe Bridgers. Japanese Breakfast, they're a new band I've found this year. I like them.
Bring mine up here. Oh, Avatar. I thought you were talking about a movie. Evidently, that's a band.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
They're from Sweden, I believe.
All right. Let's see where my top songs. My number one. Number one song is Loving Cup, the Rolling Stones. My second. Oh, I don't know if these are in order. I wonder if they're in order.
I'm not sure they do. It seems to me to be a kind of odd.
Well, no, actually, I take that back. I think they are in order. Bat Out of Hell. It's my second most played song. Let It Loose. Stones. Well, so the Stones, Meatloaf, and Alice Cooper, and Head East. That's one of my most played songs. And I will not keep this from you all, but Rupert Holmes' Escape, the Pina Colada song, is in my top played songs. And not in an ironic way. It's because I genuinely love it. Yeah, but then I have, obviously a ton of B-52s, a ton of old 50s and 60s soul. So it's a lot of dopamine, familiarity, comfort, same old stuff.
Nothing better than comfort music.
I'm all over the place. I have from the top down, Pink Floyd, the Flying Burrito Brothers, Tammy Wynette, Joe South, Noel Coward, the Alabama Three, Sonny War, the Kinks, Stevie Wonder, Fats Domino, Verdi, Donovan, Stevie Wonder again, the Bonzo Dog Band, used to be called the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, Small Faces, Positively Test Card, Simon and Garfunkel, Judy Garland, Oasis, Bach, Goat, Spooky Tooth, The Weather Station, Laura Marling, Ms. Dynamite, Louis Jordan, Brandy Clark, Genesis, David Bowie, Hank Williams III, The Decemberists, Indie RE, Perfume Genius, Dry the River. Remember them?
Yes, I do.
They were a very
Excellent,
favorite band
excellent,
of ours. And then
Excellent band.
they broke up and disappeared.
Yeah. You tend to listen to a lot more newer artists too. You continue to dig, and I sometimes I have
I do.
trouble with that because I'm very much in my comfort zone.
Well, and every year I will distill down my favorite albums from 2021 and buy them because you know,
on CD,
people don't artists don't make money out of Spotify.
This is true.
Yes,
That's why I'm
Bowie
anti-Spotify.
forever. I still can't listen to Bowie that much. I listen to Bowie less since he's died still because I have a hard time with it.
She blubs.
I do. I can't. It's very difficult.
Yes.
And it sounds kind of stupid, but
So my long list, my favorite albums of this year, or by artist name anyway, Django, Julian Baker, Everything's So Dark.
yes, it is, Doug. Talking about
Arlo Parks, Group Love, one of my very favorite current bands. Love them a great deal.
I like them too.
Drop, Mannequin Pussy, Molly Lewis,
What?
Fake Fruit, Porridge Radio, they're very good.
Drop Mannequin Pussy.
Indie band. Arouj Aftab, she's very good. Like that. Weather Station.
What is Tidal? Isn't
Ice
Tidal
Age.
the
It's like a Jay-Z streaming platform. They pay people like 50% of
really?
revenue.
Is it
Yeah.
in the Lizard Wizard? Ryan Adams.
Tidal music?
He had a
Yeah, we pay
good
for
album out this
Spotify.
year.
We pay for premium, so
I think Tidal's like $20 a month or something, but it's like the highest streaming
Benefit.
quality you can get.
oh really?
Yeah, we've got like a
Family.
family thing for me, Steph, and her kids.
Does Tidal carry
It's
everyone?
ridiculously cheap. It's $15.99 a month, I think,
Mhm.
for everybody.
I think they do. I know for a while there were certain artists that were only releasing their music on Tidal as like an incentive piece. I think that was like in response to when Taylor Swift said her new album was going to be like an Apple Music exclusive. And I don't think they do like exclusives anymore, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Let's see. Audio or what's
How's your cup?
Cup. So let's go back to this.
What?
A cup is specifically something with a handle?
Yes.
I thought that was a mug.
False, and I'll show you why.
No, a mug is a large cup.
Okay. It is?
Cup, mug,
A cup is
cup.
short. Yes.
Yes.
But does it have to have a handle to be a cup?
Yes.
So if it's just a small
This is a cup.
No.
Yes.
That's a cup. That is a cup.
So when you go to the grocery store and you see those red Solo cups,
Yeah, it's a
they don't call
cup.
it a red
That's
plastic glass cup.
Speaking of red Solo cup,
That's a
listen,
tumbler.
everybody, listen. Speaking of red
I
Solo
just flipped that
cups,
perfectly.
what the hell's her name? Dora Hall or
Dora the
Dory
Explorer?
Hall? Dory Hall, whose husband owned red Solo cups and bankrolled her dream of becoming a recording artist and television star.
Oh, okay.
She's
Yes, right.
fuck, guys. She's like a Phyllis Diller in a way. Yeah, Dora Hall. Or
Yes,
Dory Hall.
Dora
It's either
Hall.
Dory Hall or
No,
Dora
it's
Hall.
Dora.
Dora
It is
cup.
Dora.
Look her up. She's fucking wonderful. It's
She's-
not Dora the Explorer. No. Anyway.
she's utterly,
Yeah.
utterly.
He would like
awful.
buy her, but like
I think it was probably just to
wonderful,
keep her happy,
wonderful,
shut her
yeah,
up.
too. Like
Who's
just.
the actress? Oh God, I can't remember her name.
But anyway, he used to buy her basically shows. He would pay for like Frank Sinatra Jr. and other like sort of low level stars of the moment to come on and do like television shows with her. And he would bankroll the whole thing. Have albums. She would have albums released.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yes, was Piazzora.
Yeah.
I think.
Piazzora.
Yes.
What about her?
Well,
She's in a Naked Gun movie.
Yes, but she was a terrible actress, and she had great ambitions.
Yes. So
and she
adorable.
especially wanted to play Anne Frank, as in the Diary of Anne
I
Frank,
know.
which is actually a very good stage play. And I think again it was her husband who finally kind of bought her the theatre and bought her the director and everything else to go with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's great.
it's a great dramatic moment in the Diary of Anne Frank on stage, because you have like a split level set to represent different sections of the house. Anyone not familiar with Anne Frank, she was a young girl living with her family in Amsterdam in Holland when the country was invaded by the Nazis, and they were Jewish. And
That's a hell of a story.
They had to hide in an attic and basically live in the attic, and eventually they were found and taken to Auschwitz, where the entire family, apart from Anne, perished, but she left her diary. But it's the moment in the play when the Nazis come searching. So you see the family going up into the attic and having to be absolutely silent while the soldiers are making their way around the house. And reputedly in her
So
production,
she actually played her on
she
stage?
did, yes.
Wow, okay.
She was far too old by this time to be playing Anne Frank, who was
she's like
was like 14 at the time. But the point is, she was so.
Doesn't she have a heavy accent though? Piazzadora, isn't she like
Yes.
South American? Or
But
something like that, or-
you can imagine how, in the
I'm
context,
trying to picture it.
in the context of Anne Frank, you can imagine how awful she had to have been in the role up to this point. That according to theatre legend,
Oh no.
when the Nazis came in, the audience all shouted, "She's in the attic!"
No, I don't believe it.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
believe it.
It's
I don't believe it.
it's a very well
Talk about a spoiler.
theatre story.
I don't believe it. I'll have to show you the scene from Naked Gun, her in it. It's very good. Frank Drebin ends up in some sort of crazy stage production that she's heading up, and he of course destroys the whole thing.
Right, of course.
So yeah, I don't know the difference with the someone else is asking the difference with the cup, mug, beaker. Well, no, what's a beaker?
Well, I think a beaker is what David was just showing us. That's a beaker or a tumbler.
Doug, this is a cup.
No, it
It's a
isn't.
cup.
This is a cup.
It's a cup.
All right, hold on a second. We're
Okay,
we're going to the Googles.
good. Yes.
We need
found
to
Dora Hall.
put this.
Looking
put
up what
this
a cup
first.
is.
What
right.
is a cup?
Beaker is a Muppet. That's right. It's not
Beaker
something
is a
you drink
Muppet.
out of. One of the best Muppets too. There you go.
And
Okay, look. Cup.
Well, yeah,
up there,
this is going
cup,
to be American
look, cup.
Google, so of course it's going to agree with you.
American
See,
Google.
mug.
Yeah. Cup, mug.
There you go. Exactly right.
But look.
But that's a paper cup.
The images.
That's quite different. That's
It's
a paper cup.
That cup is the same size as that cup he just held up.
A cup is a cup is a cup.
Look. Cups.
Even
cups.
right here, yeah.
But they're not
Sky
paper
blue paper cup.
Those are not paper cups.
Those
See?
are no. Those
Right
are
above his
tumblers.
head in the thing right there. It's a cup.
Well, that's a paper cup. That's they are known. They are known as paper cups.
So how is that any different from the cup that I have in my hand?
It's not a paper cup.
But this is a cup.
That is a cup.
Okay, your name's not on the list. You're not coming in.
I was hoping at the bottom of it had
who
like
you
a.
are.
But so are you saying that all these companies are just flagrant false
False
advertising here?
advertisement. Yeah.
No,
There you go.
they're
Red
American.
Solo
It's
cup.
not. It's not their fault.
We
They're
can't argue
American.
with Bezos here.
They don't know any better. So.
God.
Interesting. Another heated debate on the UK versus America.
Oh yeah.
And does something have to be made of glass to be a glass?
Yes. Yes, I think so. I mean, it makes sense.
you
Why
would
would
say
you
so.
call? Why would you? Where else would you do that in your dealings throughout the day? Call something that was made of something else by a different material.
Yes.
Don't know. Gotta run to my physiotherapy appointment.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
Lana Lovecraft,
Oh, wow.
the forensic
okay.
psychologist. Oh, you didn't say you're a forensic psychologist. You were in forensic psychology.
Nice talking to you, Lena. Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Hellapalooza. Gotta head out, folks. Have work in the morning.
Okay. Work, huh?
That sucks.
What Oscar Wilde called the curse of the drinking classes.
Yes. What's I don't know, the Citizen Kane question, like Citizen Kane? Somebody asked. I don't know what that was in relation to.
Is that Orson Welles being
You
on
know,
my
I've never
shirt?
seen Citizen Kane.
Neither have I. I tried to watch Schindler's List the other day. Didn't go well.
Not either.
I didn't realize that movie was like 4 hours long.
Oh
It's
my.
long. It's a long.
Is it really? Oh my
movie.
God.
It's like 3 hours and I think 45 minutes.
Citizen Kane is brilliant.
Never saw
But
it.
the thing when you look at Citizen Kane now is that a lot of the techniques that Wells uses look kind of old hat, but Wells was the first person to go there with so many things that you take for granted in how to put a movie together. But Wells ripped up the rule book and just did so many things that you're not supposed to do, or you weren't then supposed to do in movies.
Ah,
and
okay.
rewrote the language of filmmaking.
Citizen Kane bought his wife a theater to star in plays because she was a bad actress.
Yes,
I love that. I might have to watch it then. I had no idea.
He was based on Randolph Hearst, I think, was it?
That's a cup. I look forward to your neighbor asking for a cup of sugar because that's a lot of. No, there's a cup measurement and then there's a cup receptacle.
Well, cup measurements are entirely
Yes.
an American thing.
Yeah.
We don't do cups of things in the UK. So I've learned that in learning to cook in America.
I actually have a question for Doug and Steph.
Oh,
So, if you could pick 3 movies of all time and recommend them to somebody, like 3 must-watch movies that you consider like some of the best work writing ever, what would they be? Because I always find myself like Googling like 50 most influential movies and trying to like watch something on that, but I want to hear it from you
talking
folks.
on an entertainment level or on a cinematic level?
I'd say anything, like 3 movies that somebody should watch before they die.
See, it depends on who you're talking to. Are you talking to like a weird person? Are you talking to a semi-normal person? Are you
Somebody
talking
in
to
khakis with reading glasses on?
yeah, like you know what I mean?
We're gonna go with yes.
What? Yes, all of the above?
Just yes.
I mean, there is what you like personally, and consider to be among your favorite movies. And then there are movies in which you think, wow, what a piece of art.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm,
not all my favorite movies are pieces of art.
No, and obviously we're big fans of horror, but that's not going to mean anything to anyone who isn't. I'm a big fan of westerns. I'm a big fan of musicals. Citizen Kane would not be a bad place to start. This is one of my all-time favorite films, The Third Man. I would certainly say The Godfather.
I would say Goodfellas is up there is a must watch for.
The Searchers by John Ford.
And I do
Western
think
with
Goodfellas is
John
a piece
Wayne.
of art. And Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs and Goodfellas for actual cinematic reasons, as well as, you know, just a hell of a storyline and acting. You know, some of the shots in Goodfellas are so breathtaking the way they're shot, I think.
No comedy in here. How about a Marx Brothers movie? Duck Soup.
That would be a tough one.
M 1931. What is that?
What?
The movie, I guess, is just called M from 1931. I assume.
Oh.
That's it's
that's a murder movie, isn't it? About a
yes,
sort of a
with,
serial
with,
killer before there were.
Yeah, with oh god, what's
Before
it?
they were categorized as that?
Peter Lorre
Right.
being as creepy as all fuck in that movie. It's a very unpleasant film, really.
Comedy.
It's very good.
I
Some Like It Hot is the best comedy ever
Naked
made.
Gun.
I'd go there.
Or Pee Wee. See, it's tough because I have my favorites, and it's hard to get away from them. You know, it really is. I mean, I'll give my favorite movies, and you know, it's what my favorite movie list has gone unchanged for probably 30 years.
You parked up.
I did, and I can't. It's, you know, nothing has knocked anything off my list in the past 30 years.
I'll throw the question back to you, David.
Oh boy. We on the spot there.
Victor Victoria for musicals, Music Man for musicals, Rocky Horror for musicals, Naked Gun, Pee-wee's Big Adventure for comedy. Also put Return to the Living Dead for horror and comedy. Silence of the Lambs for psychological thriller, horror. What am I leaving out? Goodfellas.
You said Goodfellas?
Yeah.
I would say The Boy in the Striped
Begotten.
Pajamas has to be in there.
Watch The Begotten.
Oh, okay.
Do you know The Begotten?
I've heard of it.
David.
I know. I've got a lot to do.
It's an art movie. It's a weird art movie, and it's wonderful.
I've got a big list that I need to start knocking
Elephant
out.
Man. Yes. Elephant Man.
Good call. Very good film.
I might do a movie a day.
There you go. Young Frankenstein, someone said.
It's certainly the best comedy horror, without question.
Young Frankenstein?
Yes. Oh, yes. It's fucking hilarious.
It is. Glorious Bastards, The Wicker Man.
I found myself the other
Dead.
day, I get terribly sidetracked. I was watching bloopers and outtakes from Young Frankenstein.
Oh.
Gene Wilder.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Is king giggler. He's just
Is he?
He just breaks out laughing all the time. But
that's my favorite thing.
You know, you got Marty Feldman in your face, you know, like that, with his eyes all over the place and his ridiculous expressions. How do you keep a straight face? They just but it's a very, very funny film, brilliantly done. The great Mel Brooks. Blazing Saddles,
yes.
Certainly the best Western comedy.
Yes, someone else mentioned Mel Brooks too. Yeah. It's Alligator, 1980, a great monster movie. Well, that went along with that whole period of killer animal and insect movies.
Swarm.
Yes, them.
Oh, what I want to do really quick, I want to reference you all to this screen that I'm going to show.
Okay.
And Doug, I would like you to talk about this.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Oh.
For those who don't know.
That's me looking retarded several times over. Oh, I can't say that, can I?
Well, if you're talking about yourself.
Well, there's an Anglo-American thing. Let's see. When Steph and I were early on transatlantically communicating, I called us stupid in an affectionate kind of way.
No, you said,
once.
"Don't be stupid." I took great offense to it.
Don't be stupid. I said, well, anyone who's still with us from the UK will know that it's absolutely nothing to say to someone, "Don't be stupid." You took great offense to
did.
it.
Of course I did.
But
All the time.
retarded is not a word in great use in England.
Stop
But
saying it.
okay, all right. It's I look like a very intelligent person with books in my hand. You're looking at thumbnails from my YouTube channel, which is very exciting. I sit in an armchair and read books. That's it.
Can we talk about how happy you look right here?
Where? Which one?
Oh, hold on a second. Right here. Look at that thumbnail.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
That's
yes,
why.
not Winnie the Pooh, but
The ultimate smile.
I sat on my on the patio outside my house on a lovely summer's day to record those. That's actually A.A. Milne's poems, Now We Are Six, which I did, no, when we were very young. Children's poems, lovely poems. What else? So are we going from, the most recent is The Upper Room by E.F. Benson, who was an 19th century English writer. It's a really good story, that one. And then some stuff I did for Halloween, which I should take down now because Halloween is gone. And I will put back up Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which I recorded last year.
Halloween doesn't end for some people. You might want to leave those up.
No, I know that, but it's it's nice to have them to be able to put up seasonally and say to people, "Hey, here." So I put.
We should just put it in a playlist and then just make the playlist private and switch it back over.
True.
I put Midnights of November up last year, took it down, and then this year I added a couple of poems and put those up together. I'll take them down and I'll add something new next year. The Halloween collection. So Christmas Carol will go up again soon. And the next thing I'm going to do is Robert Louis Stevenson's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which will be like a serialization thing, which was the very first thing I did was serialization of Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's extraordinary novel from 1820, I think, something like that, credited as being the first science fiction novel and the first horror novel.
Robert Bloch is not in public domain quite yet.
That's the problem. So. I have to, at the moment
public
at least, I have to stick with stuff that is in public domain, so I'm not running into copyright problems.
Yes. But yeah, just search.
I'll sue them all.
Just search Doug Bradley on YouTube and that will come up.
And if we can do one more, what is this?
God.
Oh, not that. Just what is this?
What is that?
That is Ari Lehman.
Oh, it's Horror Hub. It is Horror Hub.
Oh, it is Horror Hub.
Yes.
Well, you can explain to the ladies and gentlemen what Horror Hub
What is Horror Hub, David?
I'm gonna try to do as good as you did for the for that video for Transworld. Horror Hub is a multi-vendor marketplace for those of the dark imagination. Here you will find products from multiple vendors where you can both buy and sell. That's all I got.
So it's an Etsy.
Okay.
It's like Etsy, but better.
It is, but it's
Just-
entirely horror.
It's genre specific and that it's all horror.
All right, look at this. What is this? Head cheese?
Up there.
Anybody
You'll
want
go
some head
looking
cheese?
for horror and you will find horror, which is the same thing with Screamio, Cameo. Everybody's on Cameo.
Yeah.
Everybody, newsreaders and weather girls, and up to through anyone who was ever in a television program and anyone who was ever in a movie. I'm not disparaging that. That's great. It's fine. Everybody's making a bit of money and fans are getting what they want and everybody's happy, and that's fantastic. The idea with Screamio is it's only horror people. So
Yeah, it just makes
if you
searching
want-
easier if that's
if you want messages from horror actors.
Yes.
Damn Skippy.
It just makes it a little easier to search for things if you are wanting to look in a certain genre.
Is that
So,
me? Look at that. Just a mere 75 of your Earth
Yeah.
dollars.
Yes.
Doug should narrate more audible, but classic horror. Robert,
No, that's what I just
okay.
read about Robert Bloch being
Well,
in public domain.
Lovecraft I can do. Lovecraft is in public domain, and I have. I'll shamelessly plug one other thing. I have done Lovecraft's The Outsider on the YouTube channel, but the other plug would be for my Spine Chillers collection, which is all on CD, 13 volumes, 68 CDs. Though nearly all of them are triple
Not
CDs.
68 CDs, 68
No,
stories.
68 stories
on 13
and
CDs.
A large number of Edgar Allan Poe's poems.
Yeah.
You know, there's a Poe and a Lovecraft on every volume, I think.
But not just on CD,
there you
but
go.
available for.
Thank you, David.
You are welcome.
DougBradley.com/store is where you'll find all of these things.
But the beauty
there, you can get CDs, which I'll scribble my name on the front if
yes,
you
I was
order
going to
that.
say the beauty of ordering from your website means you get actual personalized autographed.
I don't think
items.
I offer that with the CDs, to be honest. But I
thought
will
you do sign
it.
your CDs.
And
No?
the last one,
The
I do
box
sign
set.
them. But
Right, yeah.
we don't offer personalized dedications. Which, if
Right.
you're ordering a 10x8, you can.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
You tell me.
They
what
go
you
through
want the
your
dedication
hands,
to
is
be.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
They go through your
absolutely,
hands
yes.
and you sign them. So
the very last one is the box set. That's everything in there. So that's classic
Ooh.
horror stories again.
Love me a good box set.
In public domain.
plus they're available for download on like
Yes,
iTunes.
I don't offer them on download, but if Audible, iTunes,
Right.
Amazon, I guess, you can get them as downloads, and also Renegade Arts Entertainment.com or renegadearts.com. I can't remember what it is.
Renegade Arts Entertainment, I think.
They also offer them as CDs and downloads up there. So if it's Lovecraft you're after, there's plenty of that up there. And I will do some more Lovecraft. I will get round to doing more Lovecraft on the YouTube channel. You want me to explain that one?
Sure. This is a good one.
The picture that just went up?
Oh, the baby?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, actually.
I've seen that labeled as your
book.
child.
Almost available. Almost available. Also available. Right.
Almost.
Okay. This is doing publicity for the release of Hellraiser 3. So this is 1992 and 1993. And I agreed to do a number of publicity appearances in makeup and costume, which I was slightly reluctant to do because it's a pain in the ass. They offered to pay me for them, so I said okay. And I did a. That's when I did the MTV "You're not on the list, you can't come in" thing for the MTV Video Awards. I unveiled a statue of Pinhead in the Hollywood Wax Museum. They flew Clive and I out to New York, and we presented a lament configuration to Planet Hollywood. It was kind of right at the peak of Planet Hollywood's popularity, and we did a whole series of interviews for E Entertainment. E Entertainment were filming us presenting the lament configuration to the Planet Hollywood in New York, and I was in full makeup and costume. And the PR girl came to Clive and I and said, the E Entertainment people are asking whether you would be prepared to go out and walk down the street with whatever it was, 58th Street or whatever it was, I can't remember now, where Planet Hollywood was, and they would follow us with the film crew. So we did. So Clive and me in full fig as Pinhead strolling down a street in New York late at night. And at some point, Clive said to me, when you have a moment, just slowly turn around, because there's about 150 people following us down the street at the moment. And he wasn't wrong. We had attracted this crowd of people who were following us down. Oh my God, Pinhead's wandering around in New York. I remember Clive said you should make a left on Fifth Avenue and keep going down to Central Park and deliver the new Sermon on the Mount to the adoring multitudes. And at some point down the street, a guy stopped us and said, would you hold my baby? And you can't say no, really, can you?
Because what they usually just like put their baby in front of you.
Yeah. I have several pictures of him holding babies. People hand him babies at conventions. It's like the weirdest thing. Why are you doing that?
Take my child.
So I wonder whether that baby now is what? Okay. 30, nearly 30.
That baby grew up to be Edgar Allan Poe.
Scarred for life, I would imagine. But
someone said that's not the scariest thing to see in New York.
Absolutely not.
Not at all. No,
that's like a normal Arts and Crafts Tuesday.
So that's the story behind that photograph.
What time is it? Yeah, it's about time to get out of here.
Is it? Okay.
Time to wrap it up, you think?
Well, let's head towards the door mark.
Because everything on the internet is true. Yes, everything on the internet is true. Believe everything you see.
So what? So people thought that was my baby.
I've seen it saying it was your daughter on set, which is always, it's funny to see that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So last call for most gifted subs, I guess.
15 salutes from Mexico. Rockwall Thunder. Hello, Mexico.
I have many fans in the country here. Most gifted subs is the free Screamio, the video version.
I have to go to Mexico.
Well, we keep getting invited to Mexico City, or is it Monterey?
Monterey. There's a convention in Monterey,
and
I think.
Mexico City.
Maybe Rockwall Thunder will know more about this, but yeah, I've always wanted to go to Mexico.
So most gifted subs gets the free Screamio. Let's give it another minute.
Loops Lynn says, "Hello, I'm late. My son had a choir concert. We're about to say goodbye."
What songs were sung?
Yeah. What was it a Christmas Carol concert?
That would be my guess.
We won't leave immediately, Loops. We'll hang about for you for a
We still got a couple of momentum.
Christmas carols.
Songs about Jesus.
I love Christmas carols.
What was the pop song? Now I'm curious.
Pop song. What was the carol, and what was the Christmas song, and what was the pop song?
Mariah Carey is All I Want for Christmas.
Sunday Best. I don't know that. Do you?
I do not. I do not. You guys are getting here and we're leaving.
Oh, Fractal Kitty 95. Sorry. Yes. Don't know the name of the first song. Okay.
Well, there's always the replay. You do have to pay for that, unfortunately, but
You do. It's not much. What is it? $5? And if you have a Prime,
if someone gives
Amazon
you a
Prime,
sub, yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub a month.
One a month.
Yes.
Which allows you to watch all of our episodes to date.
There you go.
You've watched us go from mic issues to internet issues to now we are flawless.
Well, see, you had to go say that.
Truthfully, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I saw a cord that was hanging down and I was leaning over my computer and I almost turned it off when I was reaching for it about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, that would not have been good.
Well, today was issue free.
Yeah, today was good.
No storms to knock anything out.
There's always
Yeah,
plenty of
was it
time.
bad?
Building
It's
construction
summer.
right outside.
Yeah, they're pouring us new sidewalks and
Yeah,
the whole
they've
street now is
stopped
getting new
stopped digging
sidewalks.
holes in the road now. It's very distressing. It really is.
Nothing better than a good piece of
I
concrete, though.
will be letting the cat go outside though after they pour the concrete.
But you'll walk it back into the house. You probably get stuck.
Have you
anyway.
seen what Ziggy's done today?
What?
His footprints all over the house.
Oh,
Which
really?
means I have to scrub the floor
From
again.
being in the yard?
No, from
Oh.
the cement dust
Oh,
outside. It's
yeah.
terrible.
It is horrible.
He should put his paw print in the in mark
You
mark
know
the
it,
territory.
there's no, you can't resist that. There's going to be freshly poured cement in front of our house. You can't resist that.
What would you what would be your like
I don't
go
know. I
to?
have to hurry up and think about it because it's happening tomorrow. So I better
You
be
have
quick.
to
You only get a
draw-
handful of seconds.
Draw a picture of a penis.
I was gonna say it snowed for like. I walked my daughter out to the car the
Has
other
to be.
day,
It always
and it
is.
started snowing. And then I came back in, and I looked out 5 minutes later, and there's a peen on the back of the neighbor's car already in snow. I'm like, how did that happen
These people
so
act
quickly?
fast.
It's so
And the-
it was so fast.
And the great thing about that is nothing has changed. Nothing that has not changed in my
No.
lifetime. That and writing
Boobs.
this car is dirty on the back
Or
of dirty
wash
cars.
me.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a classic that just can't really be duplicated.
I love it.
Always
Yeah.
with the three hairs on each testicle.
I wonder who was the first person was to put the 3 on there. Like, what's the
It's pretty much. I bet they were. I bet
the
there's
symbolism?
probably graffiti of that on the walls in Pompeii. isn't there? I bet
Probably
there is.
somebody drew a
bet
penis
there
back
is.
then. I'll pop it.
I'm surprised with all these Egyptian like artifacts that are being uncovered. Like they've been pretty straightforward. I haven't seen their theme.
There's peen
you
everywhere.
Get your kids to do their handprint in the wet cement and then write their names underneath using a bit of twig. What would you write on the cement, David?
I probably would put like "I love Jesus."
That's good.
What,
I have to put some thought into this because you're
what you
I'm
would
not-
write?
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I feel
tomorrow.
like you just need to just go out there and the first thing that comes to your mind, just
Write it.
go for
Okay.
I would write. Please do not
Chicken
write on the
sandwich.
cement.
it. Yeah. No, number 9 from Burger King.
Make the number 8 spicy. Oh, God.
What's your
Yeah.
beverage there, though? I actually had a heated debate with my
I
friend
don't
and his
I
wife.
don't buy meals. I don't buy the meals from Burger King. I just get a sandwich because I'm not really a fry person.
Wow.
So I'll do like bacon cheeseburger with no ketchup.
We haven't even had a segment this week because you neglected to eat fast food the last like week and a half.
Yeah, I under pressure ordered a rodeo burger the other day. Because I was going through for my son and also Doug.
You're gonna make me want to go to Sheets now.
And, I don't want to.
Mac and cheese bites are back at Sheets.
But I was
Crisis
trying. I
averted.
suddenly decided I wanted something very quickly, and I was like, panic searching the menu, and I got a rodeo burger, which I'm not the biggest fan of barbecue sauce, but it was all right. It's only like $2 or something.
Yeah, the barbecue sauce, it's
Mhm.
completely hit or miss for me.
Yeah, I think you would be in the right kind of mood for it.
You do. It's not something you can just like. It's not like a hot sauce to where you can just throw that shit on anything. Like
No, it's got to be.
Sweet Baby Ray's is, I think,
Is
like
that
my go-to.
Mark Zuckerberg's favorite thing or something? Is that the joke?
That dude is trying so hard to be human. Like he's in this giant
Yeah.
press conference about Facebook coming meta and everything.
He had like
and-
barbecue sauce in the background,
Yeah,
right?
like he's got like 3 of the most influential books ever written, like a photo of his wife, and then just barbecue on the 3rd shelf from the ceiling. What?
That's like when Hillary Clinton claimed she carried hot sauce on her. Remember
Oh,
that? She
yeah.
like pulled out this bottle of Tabasco. I'm like, you're not.
Like,
fooling anybody.
I
Stop.
mean, you're a reptile, Zuckerberg. Like, we get it. It's okay. Just like I remember a video of him from like 4 or 5 years ago. He was like grilling in his backyard with 2 friends, and he just like
smoking
referenced the same thing over and over
Smoking
again.
meats.
Yeah.
Smoking meats. I love to smoke meat. Somebody put it all together. They clipped every time he said smoking meats and stuck it together.
That's like a drinking game right there.
This dude isn't this is not a real person, but
There's no way that dude is
There is
sketchy.
not blood in those veins, you feel.
anyway,
So
we're good. Koala wins again.
Koala wins again. Good. I told you, people. Koala wins. Koala wins. It's the first law of Fight Club.
Yep.
Congratulations, Koala.
Thank you, Koala. Congratulations, and
Thank
thank
you.
you as always.
Yes.
I'm not making fun of you. It's
Very grateful.
yeah,
I'm thankful.
it
Thank
is
you.
absolutely
Very
appreciated.
appreciated.
And what's happening? Oh, I'm giving you a screamio. So
Yes.
so I guess I don't know. Nathan will tell you what you need to
As
do.
long
to
as
go
we have
about
your
doing that.
email. You know.
Yeah, but we'll do it through the screamio, I suppose.
Oh,
Nathan,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send him the link, and then Nathan on the back end will probably just like zero it out or something.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. No idea what's going on next week.
We'll think of something.
Whatever, maybe we'll do a watch party or something. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever.
We're thinking about doing that. If you got, we were thinking maybe bad movies would be the best ones to sit
the
through
giveaway
next time.
Loops Lynn was a video greeting, like a cameo, but Horror Hub's version, which is Screamio. So free Screamio.
Of me saying, "Hi, Doug Bradley here.
You may know me
Hello.
from such films as
Hellraiser, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3,
American football.
Hellraiser 4, Heckraiser 5, Heckraiser 6, Heckraiser 7, and Heckraiser 8.
Yes. Someone consider Alligator
That's
a
it.
bad movie. I have to refresh
That's all
my
I
memory
said.
with Alligator.
And then the new Hellraiser, Doug Goes to Heaven,
He does.
and he plays chess with God.
Yes. So anyway,
I'm writing it right now.
Okay.
that's what's up.
Who wins?
Who? Oh, chess?
Yeah, me or God?
I feel like you might have a couple tricks up your sleeve. I think you're gonna do one of those crazy like double jump moves and just take it home.
Yes.
Or will we have to fight each other to a stalemate?
Okay.
Arm wrestle. Thumb war. Yeah.
Pinhead and God in the thumb war.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Right.
What's
Second
if you're playing rock, paper, scissors instinctively, what's your first, what do you do?
Rock. Rock smashes everything, even though paper covers.
Well, but do you do dynamite as well? We used to do dynamite
It's
too.
not called rock, paper, scissors, dynamite. It's called rock, paper,
Well,
scissors.
we did dynamite as well, which was 2 fingers together. Like
I'm
that,
gonna
like 2
take my
sticks of
headphones
dynamite.
off and go
'Cause-
away now.
And there was water as well, because you
Good
can pour
night.
water over the
Good night,
dynamite.
everybody.
Okay. Peace and pain, everybody. Thank you.
And
Thank you for
dynamite.
being here
Dynamite.
and listening with your dynamite and what is it? Rock, paper,
Rock, paper, scissors.
scissors,
That's it.
peace,
Chicken sandwiches.
pain, help.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh,